My name is Chris Vasquez. I'm a voice actor, podcaster, and lifelong Houstonian. But I gotta admit, I don't know the city and what's happening in it as well as I think a Houstonian should. I mean, if someone from out of town walked up to me and asked me what there is to do, I wouldn't know what to tell them. That's what inspired this podcast. I want to clue you in on news, cool events, quirky things our fellow Houstonians do, what the best new food places are, and highlight people that are doing their part to better this city, becoming real-life Houston heroes. This is Houston Happenings. What is up, Houston? Welcome back to another episode of the Houston Happenings podcast. This is episode 2, and before I start, guys, I just wanted to say a real quick thank you for all of the listeners that listened to episode 1, all of the people that gave me their opinions, their feedback, their constructive criticism. It really helped a lot, and I really think it's going to help this podcast be as great as I want it to be. So at the moment, we can be found on Spotify, we can be found on iTunes, we can also be found on Google Play, as well as Podbean, which is it's a podcast app that I use personally. It kind of brings all of the podcasts together into one app, which I think is convenient as hell. Like I've used it for about 2 years now. There hasn't been a single podcast that I want to listen to that isn't on Podbean. So you might want to check Podbean out. We're also up on YouTube. It's a video version of the podcast, which, I mean, to be quite honest, it doesn't really have a video aspect to it. I just have an image of the logo and the artwork for the Houston Happenings podcast kind of playing in the background. But I wanted to have, a presence on YouTube without having just a black screen for you guys to look at, so I thought that'd be cool. So again, we can be found on all of those platforms. Please do feel free to spread the word. Let all your friends know about this cool new Houston Happenings podcast. Well, alrighty then, let's jump right into it, guys. So we've all been stuck at home for the past, it's going on about 2 months now, I think. I've kind of lost track of time. We've been stuck at home, and I'm sure some of you have kids, and we love our kids, but they can kind of get old, right? If they get bored, they start yelling, they start screaming, they start running around the house. I know we get that with our cats. They just get the zoomies late at night, and they just start chasing each other, and it's so loud. But anyway, if you guys have kids that are bored at home and you're looking for something to do, local plumbing company John Moore is giving away free planting kits to kids using a drive-through service. They are available Monday through Friday, starting at 9 a.m. all the way to 2 p.m. Now, guys, you might want to get there early because this is a first come, first serve, and there is no limit to how many planting kits you can get. I can go up there and say, you know what, I want 37 azalea planting, I hope that's how you say it, I want 37 rose planting kits, and they will give them to me, and I'll be a jerk and take all those plants from you. But I'm not going to do that, but other people might do that. So yeah, if you're looking for something for your kids to do, you can head over to John Moore. This is at their West Sam Houston Parkway location in Northwest Houston. So it looks like local Houston icon Beyonce's Be Good Foundation is partnering up with her mother Tina Knowles' I Did My Part campaign in an effort to get all Houstonians tested for the COVID-19 virus. Now get this, they are actually rewarding you if you go and get your tests done. Those who are participating in the free testing will receive an HEB gift card from Beyonce's foundation, as well as a voucher for a hot meal to either Frenchie's Chicken or Burns Original Barbecue. This seems like a nice incentive to get Houstonians out there tested, but you also get that nice little reward. I don't think I've ever had Frenchie's Chicken personally. I've wanted to try it. I've heard it's good, but I've heard Burns Original Barbecue is also delicious. So if you want to get your free meal and your HEB gift card, go ahead and get tested. It looks like I have the locations here. So they are doing this in a 2-day effort on Friday, May 8th, as well as Saturday, May 9th at different locations. So Friday, May 8th, you can find testing testing at Cullen Middle School, which is on 6900 Scott Street, Houston, Texas 77021. Testing site will be open from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. If you missed that, you can head over to Forest Brook Middle School Saturday, May 9th, and that is over on 7525 Tidwell, Houston, Texas 77016. Now, that testing site will be open from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. as well. Now, you might want to get there quick, guys, because a total of only 500 tests will be administered at each testing site. Now, it is important to note you will not have to get out of your vehicle for any reason, so that makes it a little more convenient for the people that go out to get tested. And now I bring you a listener submission from Reddit user Upon the Poop Ship. Great name, guy. He wants us all to know, he says, "Good news, everybody. The Megaplex," and that's a Megaplex with 3 X's, if you know what I mean, on Richmond is offering curbside. That's great news. He sent me a picture of the sign where it says, "Worst apocalypse ever, open for curbside," and it has their phone number, which is 713-780-1827. So, I mean, if you were in the market for that type of specific paraphernalia, you're in luck. Go support local businesses, the Megaplex on Richmond. And since we're talking about local businesses, let's move on to the local restaurant highlight of the week. We're going to be talking about Roost Star Vietnamese Grill, specifically number 2, which is located on 5551 Richmond Avenue. So my girlfriend and I have kind of gotten a little tired of cooking at home since we've had to do it so much recently with the quarantine and stuff. So we've started eating out here and there. We like to do Uber Eats a lot just because we're trying to stay out of outside. We're trying to stay away from outside, trying to do the social distance stuff, all that. So we've been using Uber Eats a lot. We found Roost Star through their Uber Eats is one of their top eats for the area that we're in. We've had them twice, and their food is really good, guys. It's delicious. But what really blows me away is that both times that we've ordered, we've gotten our food like lightning quick. I'd say maybe 20-25 minutes at most from the point of ordering to where the Uber Eats driver is outside of an apartment. They have a variety of selections. They have a couple of soups, they have wings, but what they do really well is what they call their boxes. Their boxes are just a big old box of yummy goodness. They allow you to build your own, at least through the Uber Eats app. For example, here on the chopped ribeye box, which is the one that my girlfriend loves, they describe it as their version of Korean barbecue, smoky with a hint of ginger. It was listed on Allison Cook's Top 100. I don't know who Allison Cook is, but she sounds super important. It says it comes with lettuce, carrots, cucumbers, green onions, cilantro, fried onions, your choice of dressing, and a pork egg roll. So it's something that it's filling, but not really super heavy. Because I know for me, when I eat something that's really, really heavy on your stomach, like afterwards you're just sitting there on the couch and you're just like, oh, I'm so full. You get sleepy, you get lethargic, you can't really move. And I hate that. I mean, some of the best food gives you that feeling, like pasta, but we're trying to lose a little bit of weight, so we're trying to stay away from that. And I think this is a perfect compromise. Like I said, it's you get, your noodles or you get your rice, but you also get a ton of veggies along with it. Like I said, the onions, the cilantro, the onions, all that stuff. Or like the one that I love is where is it? I'm looking through the app here. It's the spicy beef curry box. So I've been to a couple of Thai places over on, I don't know what side of Houston that is. Over like, what am I thinking of? Over on like the Veterans Memorial, Westmount Houston sort of area. One of my favorite things to get over there is curry, but I haven't been able to find a good curry place over on my side of town since we recently moved over here. not to mention that I've never actually had a beef curry. I usually stick with either like a chicken, a pork, or sometimes even a shrimp. But what they do here is it looks like they make it with ground beef. You don't get big old chunks of beef. They make it with ground beef. So you get like this really chunky, nice sort of textured curry that they throw in there. I like to get their fried rice along with it. And oh man, it is the best. I love this, guys. Spicy beef curry box. They also offer banh mi's. They have a good selection of banh mi's. They do chopped ribeye, they do chicken, they do sous vide pork belly, which sounds pretty good. They also got a different selection of soups. They do a bowl of beef alphabet soup, which sounds like it's something for kids, but I've since looked them up on Yelp, and a lot of people rave about the beef alphabet soup. If you guys are interested in checking out Roost Star Vietnamese Grill, again, they are located in 5551 Richmond Avenue, Houston, Texas, 77056. It looks like at the moment of recording, they are doing a special offer where if you order $30 from them through Uber Eats, you get a couple of spicy papaya salads for free. So shout out to the local restaurant of the week, Roost Star Vietnamese Grill. If you guys check them out, do let them know that Houston Happenings Podcast sent you over. And to close out this episode of the Houston Happenings Podcast, guys, we're going to talk about this week's local Houston hero. Now, I'm really excited to talk about this Houston hero in particular because I saw her story about 2 weeks ago, and I've just been dying to put her out there because this is the definition of positive energy, of helping other people out that I want to do with this Houston Happenings podcast. So we're talking about Carla Sue. Now, Carla Sue has recently started up what she is calling the Carla Sue Network. It is her spin on the home shopping network. She says she was sitting at home one day because of the whole COVID-19 stuff going on, and she was watching the Home Shopping Network, and at that moment she said that a light bulb turned on. She said, you know what? What if I do what the Home Shopping Network is doing, but I do that for my local business homies? And that's how the Carla Sue Network was born. She does videos on YouTube as well as Instagram in the style of the Home Shopping Network, where she highlights products from local businesses here in Houston. It could be anything from food to lip balm to perfumes to cosmetics and beauty products, anything that is being made here in Houston. Like, for example, I'm looking at her Instagram now and she's highlighting Lily Bell Jewelry Company. It's homemade jewelry, guys, and it's wonderful stuff. So she makes those videos in an effort to highlight and support local businesses. And guys, I've seen those videos and frankly, she is adorable. She has such a positive, upbeat energy that just makes you want to go buy those products. So I'm going to read a section of Carla Sue's Facebook page in an effort to help you guys understand why she's doing this. She says, "Hi, I'm Carla, owner of Carla Sue Greeting Cards and Gifts. In response to the COVID-19 pandemic and its impact on small businesses everywhere, I decided to create a home shopping style platform featuring amazing small businesses in my hometown of Houston, Texas, and beyond. My hope is that this will amplify sales and drive traffic to their social media platforms in this trying time. It's a home shopping network for the homies." So, Miss Carla Sue, I want to thank you, and I want Houston to thank you as well. You can find Carla Sue on YouTube as well as Facebook and Instagram under @CarlaSue. So guys, go find her on social media. Let her know the Houston Happenings Podcast sent you over, and give her a big old thank you for doing what she's doing for our community. And that's it for me, guys. That is the end of episode 2 of the Houston Happenings Podcast. You can find me on YouTube, Instagram, and Twitter as ChrisVasquez_VO. And remember, if you have a story you want to submit or a Houston hero you want to nominate, all you gotta do, it's real easy, guys. Use the hashtag HoustonHaps, Houston HAPS, to submit your story and get your opportunity to be featured on the podcast. Once again, guys, thank you so much for listening. Be safe out there and stay Houston strong.